All right, gang, we are about to check out a very interesting pistol right here. And of course, I do have a collection of 22 LR pistols. I like many different models, many different brands, just to try them out, test them out, see how I like them. But this one right here is the Beretta M9 22. And of course, this is manufactured and made from Umarex. So they manufacture these. They also manufacture other type pistols that come in 22 LR. Of course, this is a replica of the Beretta M9, which is the 9mm. So they basically came out with one that pretty much looks exactly like the same thing with some minor differences internally and stuff like that. So let's go ahead, open it up. This is the case right here. That's what you look like. And of course, we have the gun. And this is your pistol. That's the pistol. And I mean, it's nice looking. It's very, very nice looking. That's it. We'll look at that in a few minutes. Let's see what comes in the case. That's your lock. And of course, I got this from Palmetto State Armory, and I've been sitting on this damn thing for probably, this has been in my gun safe probably about 5-6 months, probably longer, guys. So of course, it's time to check it out. I did notice that they only gave me one magazine with this pistol. So let me know, in your case, did you get two? Or is it just one? So I only got one inside my case. Almost forgot to check the top. You have your instruction manuals, looks like here. So it gives you a little bit of information right there in the pamphlet. Okay, and I found that at the top of the foam of the case. And then you do get your, looks like some other Beretta information, location information. And it gives you just your owner warranty registration card and other information like that. So that's cool that they do give you that. Now, I always have liked the design of this pistol. And from what I hear online, a lot of military guys say they have carried this type of pistol in the military. So I thought that was pretty cool. I just love everything about it, the design still to this day. Now, of course, like I said once before, this is made by Umarex in Germany. So this is gonna come in at a lower price point. You can find these online right now for around, if you get lucky, you can find it for around $3 to $4. And I found mine for a super sweet deal online through Palmetto. So if you ever see them online, guys, just check them out. Other than that, it is just a beautiful design of this pistol. Now, I can't remember if I gave you the name description of this pistol, but this is the Beretta M9. It's a 22 LR rimfire semi-automatic pistol, okay? And let's go ahead real quick and check out some of the specs on this pistol. As far as the specs, the cartridge, or basically the gauge, is 22 long rifle for this pistol. The length is 8.5 inches. The width right here is 1.3 inches, and the height is 5.5 inches, okay? The slide, of course, at the top right here is metal, and the lower frame, as you can feel right here, that is of a polymer. Regarding the weight, it feels very, very lightweight. So they say that it weighs 26.8 ounces, but of course I'm going to go ahead and put it on the scale with and without the magazine. All right, so here we go. Right now you have the magazine in, so let's go ahead and put it on the scale. It was set to 0, and it's coming in at 1 pound 12.1 ounces. 1 pound 12.2 ounces. It just switched. 12.2 ounces. Let's take the mag out, see what we get right here. It'll be a little bit lighter, of course. So it's coming in at 1 pound 9.9 ounces. 1 pound 9.9 ounces. Of course, let's start from the top, work our way to the bottom. You do not see any optic plate on this. So unfortunately, this pistol is not optic ready. However, if I'm not mistaken, I think they may have some models that had the optic plate at the top. I'm not sure. I do know for sure that they had a 22 LR pistol that looked just like this, but it does have the tactical Picatinny rail at the bottom right here. So I'm sure they probably have one with the optics, but y'all let me know in the comment section below. Moving right along here, you have your sights, and it is a 3-dot system, and they are white dots, and it's very hard to see that front white dot, and there it is right there. You can see it right there. These are polymer, guys. So for the guys that do not like polymer, it is. It's not metal. they are polymer. The serrations right here, it looks like they're not deeply cut, but you got to remember this is an older design pistol. But for me, I was able to get a pretty nice amount of grip with these serrations because it feels like they're very, very thin, but they kind of dig in, and you can see that on my finger right there. So it gives you a nice amount of grip. I just wish they would have put the serrations on the front of the slide right here. So if you wanted to press check or check from the top right there, you could, but remember, this is an older model type pistol. Let's look at the barrel. That's your barrel, and it is exposed. You can see it right there. Try to go right there where you can look in the inside of it, come back a little bit, but that's it. It kind of, you know, sticks out a little bit in the front of your slide, but it looks good, and it has a matte black color right there on that barrel. Now, as far as the length of the barrel, this is a 4.9 inch barrel, and the barrel is a fixed barrel. So it doesn't move or rotate or anything like that when you're shooting this pistol. So that's it right there, guys. And that's kind of what it looks like in the inside. Now let's look at the inside of this pistol right here. And this is what you get. That's what the inside looks like from the side in the rear by your hammer. Okay. Nice and lubed up. It came oiled like that from the factory, so that's pretty cool. And then you have your slide. Okay, it's your guide rod. It's a very lightweight guide rod. That's your spring. It's super light. And then that's your barrel, which is a fixed barrel, and this thing is crazy greased up. So that's it right there, and that's kind of what it looks like. So yeah, and they really grease this thing all the way up. Once again, of course, this does not have a Picatinny rail area, so that's what it looks like, just like that. So if you don't need a light, this probably will be a good pistol for you. Let's look at the slide stop right here. Now, they did make this slide stop metal. You just pull the slide back, lock it in place, and it works really good. It's nice and wide, and it does have serrations right there for better grip. Now let's look at this takedown lever or switch, whatever you want to call it when it comes to this. So the way this works, guys, that's what it looks like on the other side. You have a little button right there, and I'm going to show you how to use it. You simply push the button on the other side, just like this. You push down on it, okay, and you'll see it. It'll lift up and down. Keep your finger on it and push down on the lever or switch, and the slide will move forward. So simply go just like that, and you just saw it engage forward a little bit, and that allows you to take your slide off. To put it back together, you would just simply push back on the slide like this, lock it in place, okay? You have your switch right there. Now push up on the takedown lever or switch, and then the slide right here, you can move forward. So that's how you get it back in place. So it sometimes can be a little bit problematic with that right there, that takedown lever or switch when you're doing that. So let's try it again. You have it on the other side right here. Push up, okay? Push down, and then you can take it, and then your slide, okay? Just like that. Sometimes it can be quite difficult, guys. You push it back like this, and you take it. Push it like that. It was easy that time. And then just engage it forward, and there it is. So you're back in action. Here's your trigger guard. And of course, this is pretty simplistic. You have your serrations right there in the front for grip. No double undercut. You have a somewhat of a curved area right there. It's not curved at all, but I love these guns, guys, because they're really comfortable to grip and hold. I really like these guns. You do have enough clearance for a glove, and I'm sure the military required that anyway, so you see that that entryway area is a whole lot bigger. Now let's take a look at this magazine release button. This is different, very interesting. It's like a little circle, a little nub, and that hole, when you press down on it, you see that it engages right there just like that. It's pretty comfortable. I mean, it could be more room right here. I always like more room when it comes to that, but it's not bad. And the mags come out pretty damn good for a cheaper type gun when you're pressing down on that. So it's enough room to be able to do everything that you need to do. So I like it. Going back to looking at the grip feels good in my hand, ergonomically speaking. However, it could have better side panels. So this right here is kind of like a, you know, a polymer, a stippled polymer right there. And it just doesn't have much grip at all. But of course, with this being a 22 LR pistol, I'm sure you do not need a whole lot of grip on this pistol because you're not going to have a lot of felt recoil or muzzle flip with this type of pistol. So it's not bad. Now let's look at the trigger. Your trigger is metal and it is a curved metal trigger. So that's what it looks like right there. These are pretty comfortable. You know, they're not bad at all. They're pretty comfortable. Now, something different about this pistol, guys. I usually don't like pistols with decockers, but this has a decocker. And of course, it's in a fired position right now. So I'm gonna go ahead real quick and show you how this decocker works. This is here basically to safely lower the hammer from a cocked position. Single action position to a resting double action position without firing a chambered round. So keep that in mind. This allows you to carry a round in the chamber safely, okay? So that's kind of how that works. So let me show you how it works. So right now, you're able to pull back on the trigger and engage and fire that trigger. You can also pull down on the hammer and put it in single action mode and fire the pistol, okay? However, now the good thing about this, that's a safety mechanism also, as I explained just a few minutes ago. So if you put this in the decock position right here, it kind of lifts up a little bit from being fired. And you can see that from the hammer striking that metal part in the pistol right there. And you'll see that it's a limp, loose trigger. So, I mean, you couldn't press it if you wanted to when it came to that. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how the decocker works as a safety with a live round inside the pistol. Here we go. Go ahead and give it a rack. The decocker hammer is in the safe position. Let's check the trigger. Awesome. So that's basically what that decocker is there for. And you will see that it is on the other side. You have that lever right there. And then also you have that red dot to let you know that it is in a fire position. So that's it. You can just push down on it, push up on it, put it in the firing mode. You can decock it also, guys. Let's take a look at the hammer. So that's your hammer right there. And it is serrated for more grip. So you can pull all the way down on it. Oh, it's in decock right there. You can pull halfway, it's half cocked right there. And then you can pull all the way down on it just like that, and then you're good to go. In the rear, you have your beaver tail, and it makes it nice and comfortable. But we're gonna look at the trigger pulls real quick. So right now it is in double action. So that's your double action. It is a heavier pull, guys. Heavier pull. Pull on that. That thing gotta be about 8 pounds. So 8-pound pull right there, that's it. You can hear it click, tactile and audible. Let's pull it again, boom, okay? And then also you can put it in single action. So that's it right there. You have a lot of take up on that trigger. That's your wall. And then of course it breaks right there. Let's go ahead and weigh the trigger. And I'm gonna go ahead and weigh the trigger right now in single action mode. So go ahead and weigh it. I know that, you know, double action is just heavy. So here it is right here. And let's weigh it. That's it right there. So it came in at a little bit over 4.5 pounds on that pull. Let's try it again. That's it right there. It came in again, right there on the nose at 4.5 pounds. Let's try it a third time. And this is single action, guys. That's it, and it came in at 4.5 pounds again. Might as well go ahead and try double action. Let's set in double action. Try that one time. I just know that it's heavy though. I could feel it. And that pull right there, looks like it was a little over 7. Interesting, okay, that's already set for double. Let's try it again. And that one came in at about 6.5 pounds. So interesting. I don't know. I feel like it's around a 7-pound trigger when it comes to this trigger. All right, so let's go ahead real quick, take it out to the range and have some fun with this. All right, we got the CCI 22 LR ammo that I will be shooting right here, and see how it cycles through the gun. Very cheap, very cost effective. You can shoot all day with this guy. So let's go ahead, get it going. Little jammy. No. Huh. Very flat shooting gun. I don't know what that calls that little jammy. Sometimes you have issues with the 22 LR ammo. Okay, let's do a different angle. All right, let's get into it. It does that again, that weird click. Oh, stovepipe. Look at that. Let's clear it. Nice. So it did a little stovey on that one. All right. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. And I forgot to tell y'all, this was Monarch 22 LR ammo with the footage that you saw just before of me shooting. So it was Monarch. The one before that one was the CCI. So this handled pretty good. So let's go. Jammied on me this time. Interesting. Come on, I.T.T. There you go. All right. That's it, man. I was gonna get rid of this gun, but I don't think I am. I like this gun. All right, let's give it some rapid shots. Let's see, you know, how it responds and test it out. We're gonna shoot this Monarch again. Let's go. Handle well. Handle well, man. So as far as Monarch, I will not be buying any other type of grains, but I'm gonna still get CCI, especially if I carry it for like EDC or something like that. And I'll probably end up getting like stingers for self-defense. So that's it right there, guys. Let me know what you guys think. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all think about this pistol. You know, is this something that you would pick up? You know, are you into the older type designs, the older type of pistols and things like that? Do you collect them? Let me know in the comment section below. But I love these designs. I like everything about them. And these designs are so cool that other brands even try to mimic this Beretta pistol right here. I can't remember who it is, but I think it's Gershon that has some that kind of pretty much looks like them clones, and then also Taurus. So check those out. It's many different types out there, but man, you just cannot beat this design. But y'all let me know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe, smash that notification bell so when I roll out the latest videos, you'll be able to receive them. And remember,
I'm not from this planet.